Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I look so red. This new ring light I got is just, it's not it. It's not it. I don't know. Is it it? I don't know. I'm so sorry that I'm late. I know you guys are shocked by this information. Let me just adjust this real quick. I don't know what's going on. I was out with friends and this lighting is terrible. This isn't any better. You know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. How is everybody doing? I literally just got back. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys. We had to like rush back because because we were at let me see if I can find out. Oh, here we go. We were at a wine place in Bastrop, Texas. You look lovely, even if you are really red. Thanks. Thanks, Brimstone. I'm really not that red. It must be it's gotta be my blush. Like I put makeup on real quick. I don't know why I look so red, but I'm going to share this with you guys. We were here and I got to get my life together. Oops, I got to get my life together. Hold on. We were at this wine place in Bastrop. I'm such a mess right now. If you're ever in Bastrop, which is a town outside of Austin, it's a little town, like little tiny, like, small town feel, Texas, that kind of thing. If you're ever in Bastrop, you have to go and stop by CC Wine and Co. In Bastrop. It's right on Main Street. You can't miss it. It's literally like the one street that runs through Bastrop. And they have great wine. The owners, Ron and Tara, are great. They are amazing. We love them. So go check them out. They're on Instagram as well and Facebook. CC Wine and Co. in Bastrop. If you're ever in town, go ahead and stop by and visit them. We love them. We're friends with them. My friends that live out here, they're friends with them. And so we've been hanging out with them all night. And I was like, we gotta go. We gotta go. I gotta do poor choices. Extra Girl's gonna kill me if I don't start on time. So I ended up starting late anyway, but here we are. So I'm unsupervised tonight, as you can tell. And apparently my ring light is just not having it. So there's that. So let me go through this really quick. Mickey Rooney, Tuggs in the house. Hey, hi, Mickey Rooney. Stanky is here, tugging for Tuggs. Oh, well, happy Wednesday, I guess. Holocron is here. Hokies is here. Shield Wall. Is Tuggs shotgunning a beer? No, I should have been, but I did not. I am here for the unrestricted full spectrum Tuggs rants. That's very possibility. I'm going to turn this back on because it's not happening. There we go. I know I look red. It's okay. We'll deal with it. But I don't know about rants. Well, that's not helpful. Ew. Ooh. There we go. Is that better? That's better. Is that better? That's better. There we go. I don't look as red. So, yeah, I haven't even looked at Extra Girl sent me a bunch of stuff. I'm still in my I'm a mess. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Welcome to Texas. Thank you, GJJ. Thank you. Thank you. I just finished watching Black Friday. Ooh. Isn't Black Friday? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Black Christmas. I'm thinking of Black Christmas from the 70s. It's a horror movie. Hi, Davina. Will we be more off the rails already? Listen, I know I'm catching up to all these messages, but we are already off the rails because I am behind. So that's fine. It's fair. Andrew is here. Shieldwall is here. Holocron, John Thomas, Tuggs Unleashed, Cool Gamer. Hello, hello. Jay is here. Tara. Excuse me. Hi, Tara. Let's see. Olivian, I thought you were already drunk. I'm a little buzzed, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm about to ask Duke to pour me some water or something because I'm thirsty. Duke, help. You were late? It never happens. I know, but in all fairness, I was not as late as I could have been. So kudos to me, I guess. I'm a hot mess. I'm not even mad, honestly. I'm not even mad at it. So Bastrop, sweet. I lived in Austin for 7 years. Where are you now? I'm in that area. I don't want to give exactly where I'm at, but I'm in that area. Bastrop is great. I love Bastrop. I have friends that live out there, and so I visited. They've been here for a couple of years now, so I've been visiting off and on for I don't even know how many of those couple of years that they've been here, but we love Bastrop. It's so cute. It's like this tiny little small Texan town situation. So if you're ever looking for a tiny little town to visit, Bastrop is it. And if you are going and you like wine, check out CC Wine and Co. They're on the main street. Can't miss them. We love those guys. Where's the wine? I know. Duke, we need wine. He's going to kill me. Is he awake? I don't know. How much wine did I drink? Not a lot. And I have not sunburned. That's the crazy part. Is this lighting that I have now is better, but it still makes me look red. I don't know. I could have been Friday night tights boomer late. Yeah, I know. At least I wasn't that late. I know Extra Girl sent me some topics while I'm looking those up because I obviously didn't have time to prep. Jeez. I do want to read. So we had last night for Dadcast. I took a screenshot. Wait, where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Last night, right as we ended for Dadcast, I'm going to read this now. Jason Weber for, I think it's Australian. It says A. It says A, $2. I think it's Australian. Australian, $2. Lena the plug, and no, she is not a plumber. No, she is not. She's not a plumber. Kudos to Lena for making that money, I guess. I don't know. Not my choice, but what are we going to do? But thank you for the $2, Jason. I'm so sorry we didn't get that yesterday. That was like literally right as we ended. So I took a screenshot of it though, and I wanted to read it today. And so yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Jason. So we've got some drama. Hi, Dr. Rachel. Hello. They're in Lockhart, says Spaceman. Oh, Lockhart's not far from where we're at. Okay. I did do my homework. I have topics. I just haven't pulled them up. So you guys get to listen to me like click around and pull up all these topics. Oops. Bless you. Still waiting on my water. No. Damn it. I'm gonna have to get my homework. Okay, we have that. We have I'm not even gonna read that article because nobody's got time for that, honestly. Copy link. How is everybody doing on this Wednesday? I did talk to Extra Girl. Her drive is going great. She had pizza, deep dish pizza, and all kinds of good stuff. So, okay, we're gonna start with these and go from there. Let's see. Copy. She sent me all kinds of goodies too. I don't know if we're gonna get through all these, but we're gonna go through it. I guess we'll start with this one. Oh, all right, here we go. She was streaming while driving. How did I not get that notification? Oh my god. Are you okay? Oh, he's fine. All right. Anyway, we've had some wine. It's fine. Okay. Extra Girl shared all of these with me. I've not seen any of these yet, so we're going to blind react to them together. It's going to be a good time. Let's see. I'm good. Loving Florida. That's right. Dr. Rachel, I want a Christmas card. Goodbye. Okay, here we go. This is the first one. This is a tweet. This is the video. We're going to blind react to this. We're going to talk about it. Should not get capped. Oh my God. LDT. Is Chicago really that bad? I've never been. I'm scared to go because I've heard stories, but yikes. Hi, Nick. Welcome in. All right, here we go.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situation with my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year, I have had chlamydia twice. So far, happy wedding.
Okay, well, I gotta watch that again.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year, I have had chlamydia twice. So far, happy wedding.
I'm not laughing at her. I don't know how to, okay. I don't know how to, I don't know how to react to this. Okay, wait. She's drinking out of the bottle. Listen, we've all been there. I've done that, first of all. Secondly, somebody younger than her getting married, also upset about, been there, done that. Literally the last, like, quote unquote, like, well, I'm not single anymore, but I'm single by, like, that definition, marriage or whatever. I don't know how to respond to this. I'm not laughing at her. I don't know how to react. Bless you, by the way. I don't know how to react to this, to be honest with you. I feel like so many women are in this situation right now. As somebody who first of all, don't admit that you've had all those STDs on social media. Oh my God. There's therapists for that. We're just going to go to the comments because I've got nothing. This video. Oh, we have context. Okay, wait. This video is Satire. The person in this video, Maddie Hart, who's very cute, by the way. I mean, I think she is. Like, minus the stuff she's saying. Come on. I think she's cute. She's fit. She's cute. The hair color is a little odd, but I think. Anyway, we have context. Apparently, Maddie Hart, who's the girl in this video, is a comedian and routinely makes videos like this. Oh, okay. Well, let's click the link and find out because I don't know how to react to this. A few fingers in. I have not. I'm not laughing with her. She didn't sound bitter, says Olivia, and she just vented some stuff. She should have kept. That's fair. It's a private account. Of course it is. All right. Well, never mind then. This is true, Olivia, and we women do this all the time, much to our detriment. I'm just gonna say. All right. Anyway, here's X-Ray Girl. We miss you, X-Ray Girl. With the top comment, I wonder if she includes all this info in her Hinge profile. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Strong and independent equals STD. Oh my Lord. Women empowered at its finest. What a thing to announce publicly. Let's take so the context is that this is a satirical video, that she's done this several times to videos. Okay, fine. That's fine. We'll take it. I think she's cute though. Well, okay.
So broke that instead of getting in.
She's cute. I think she's cute. Anyway, is Hinge like Tinder? Yes, but I think Hinge is oh no, that's Bumble. I don't know what the difference is. Tinder, I think, is a hookup app, whereas Hinge is supposed to be like relationships, but it's not taken that way. I don't know. I know Bumble is like where the women make the first move. Like, you as a woman on Bumble, like, you make the first message. The men don't. You make it as a woman. So there's that. But yeah, I don't. Isn't it bad that we have to have those tags so we can't tell what's real? No, but really. All right, let's take this. Hi, Rogue. How are you, Tom? Let's take this at face value. I don't know. Let's take this at, oh, my DMs are open. That's fine. Whatever. Let's take
Uber to the airport. I had a random guy from Hinge drive me, and this year I have had chlamydia twice.
Ladies, I know we rant and we rave on social media and it's become like an outlet. I get it. I understand. I've done it. But can we not admit to our STDs? Like, let's take this as face value. I know the context says like it's satirical and like she's not serious. But let's pretend this is let's pretend that this is serious. Let's not talk about our STDs on TikTok or really Instagram, any of these social media apps in general. Let's not do that. Okay, let's not do it. Let's not do that. Also, I do empathize with her. She's like, my cousin who is younger than me is getting married today, kind of thing. Right. I understand that, like, as somebody who's a lot of the times the oldest in the group of friends, and like my younger sister who's 3 years younger than me, she's married. She's been married for quite some time. Like, I'm literally the last one. And I mean this sincerely. I don't mean it to complain, but I mean this sincerely. I'm the last one who has not gotten married. I'm still, the single one, quote unquote, as like the definition, single or married. If you're not married, you're single. Like, I am not married, so I get this part I understand. Where she's just this bottle of wine or champagne or whatever she's drinking because I have credit card debt. Most women do. I'm in a toxic situationship. Most women are. She's not telling me anything I don't know as a girl. Like, I feel for her. We're going to take this as face value, and we're going to empathize because I think all of us ladies have been there. And even if she's not serious, there is somebody somewhere who is serious. This poor girl. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me read some of your, I honestly have no idea how I'm supposed to react to that. I'm not even kidding because she literally, if we're taking it at face value, it's all rants that we've all done. And we've posted about our frustrations like with exes or whatever on social media. And then it's just like, it's the chlamydia for me. She just threw that out of left field and I don't know why. Oh my God. Anyway, Tara says, Duke, Tuggs is waiting on her ring. That's facts. He's sleeping. He doesn't care. Dr. Rachel says, well, it may feel good to rant on social media. There are some things that you should not just say. Right. Like, let's pretend that this is a real video. Okay. She literally had chlamydia, more than once. And while I'm not shocked because the was awful, I feel like STDs are everywhere at this point. And it's just ridiculous because please don't admit that on social media. Just please don't. Like, she's struggling now and she's going to admit this on social media. She's really going to struggle. Do you know what I mean? It's wild. Am I freezing? Oh no. Oh no. I hope my Wi-Fi is not bad. Is it bad? Calamity. Yeah, twice, right? Some people always go just joking when they weren't joking. Davina. Okay. I have this conversation with Duke all the time. I think that there is, in my personal opinion, there are things that all humans do this. It's not just like people will be like, oh, well, it's abusive people. Blah, blah. It's everybody does this where we say things that are bothering us, right? But we do it in a joking manner. Oh, just kidding. I was just kidding. I'm not. Like, it's fine. I'm just kidding. And it's really a serious thing that you should be talking to somebody about, whether it's your friend, your spouse, your mom, your dad, your sister, whatever. And I feel like you don't see freezes, says Holocron. Okay. I feel like, in my personal opinion, it's always your subconscious coming out. Kind of like when you get drunk or you get mad, when you get angry and you say things that maybe have been building up or that you wouldn't normally say because you're not mad. It's the same kind of thing. I absolutely agree with this. So, oh yeah, I was just kidding. Like, it was satire. It's not a real video. You know what I mean? But in reality, there's some truth to it. There's definitely some truth to it. Tiny frame drops. Oh, crap. She's having trouble in relationships and, oh, shoot. Great. Well, this may be a short listen. I'm going to salute you guys right now, just in case my internet goes out. We're a mess. It's fine. This is why I'm not allowed to be unsupervised, you guys. X-Ray Girl leaves, and everything goes crazy. I have no frame rates. I'm freezing. It's a mess. She's having trouble in relationships, and she thinks it's a good idea to admit having chlamydia. Right? Girl. I would never. Like, even if it was true, I would never admit that on social media. Oh my. Nick says, my dating profile, I have mountains of debt, addiction to crack, and I have herpes. Why am I not married yet? Thanks for listening, TikTok. I know, but that's where we've gotten to as a dating scene. It's wild. Some of the videos I see, some of these videos I see on, I don't see many because I've catered my TikTok pretty well. I think like my news feed or my like feed is pretty good. But I do see them every now and then, and it's just like, why would you admit that? I mean, yes, when you date somebody, right, and you're in a serious relationship, like, yes, you need to disclose, listen, I was in an effed up relationship and this is what I did, or I did these things that I'm not proud of, or whatever. Like, yes, you come clean, but that's not until, you know what I mean? Like, that's not until you are dating that person. Does that make sense? Like, you don't just put that on your profile and be like, by the way, BT dubs. Thank you, Hinge. I can't. Oh my God, I can't. I can't do it. All right. Okay, we're gonna pick something else. I don't know what that girl was doing. Oh my God. We're not gonna do that one either. We're gonna do this one. And a Reddit post, which I don't usually react to. Like, we haven't really reacted to a Reddit post on here in a while. So we're going to do it. Because this is interesting to me. This person screenshot this Reddit post and it says, my wife gave birth to a black baby that clearly isn't mine, and I'm divorcing her, but I'm worried about the relationship between my 2 kids and their new half sister. A month ago, my wife gave birth to a black baby girl. We're both white, so she was forced to admit that the child was a result of a one-night stand last year. Oh, good Lord. Listen, y'all, sidebar. If you're going to cheat on your people and you want to try and get away with it, this goes for men and women, mostly women, but men too. Like, maybe stick within your race. I'm just going to throw that out there. If you're going to cheat on your husband, specifically women, because we have this really pesky thing called getting pregnant, maybe stick to your same race. Maybe don't cheat with a man that is not the same race that is your husband. You know what I mean? For this exact reason. Like, if you're trying to get away with it, girl, epic fail. Honestly. Awkward. Yeah, or don't cheat. Like, obviously, that's the number one rule. Don't cheat. But if you're going to, and you're going to be that kind of a jerk, at least stick within the same. Anyway, we're going to keep going. A month ago, my wife, wait, oh no, I read that. I've started divorce proceedings, although we're still living together for now. Oof. Between our 2 boys, aged 2 and 4, I've had paternity tests for them and they came back positive. Oh, well, good. At least the 2 kids. At least the 2 kids are his. Her infant daughter and her having lost her job due to COVID, living together as amicably as possible until a divorce is settled is an unfortunate necessity. Naturally, I have no ill will towards the baby. That's good. And I've been disgusted by some of the comments I've heard from family members, friends, coworkers, etc., all who seem to be fixated on the racial angle of this, as if the most salient part of this isn't that my wife cheated, but that she cheated with a black man. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. What really worries me is that my 2 sons might pick up on these narratives. They're too young to really understand what's happening now. But I'm worried that as they grow to understand the situation, that they may grow to resent their half-sister for breaking up their parents' marriage. And worse, that their resentment may express itself in a racist fashion under the influence of an aforementioned racist narratives. Any thoughts on how I should try to influence my sons away from that perspective? It probably doesn't help that we live in a suburb with very few black people and their half-sister is really the only black person that my children know. Ooh. First of all, Tennessee is a great state to be doing this in. DNA testing to make sure the father is on the birth certificate, like the right father. I actually don't mind that. I get it. I grew up on the east side of Las Vegas. Honestly, east side of Las Vegas probably should implement this rule too. What do I know? Anyway, goodness. This is a heavier topic than I thought. Jeez, X-ray girl, why are you doing this to me? You send me these things, why? Oh my Lord. Okay. I just explained to them that mommy was out. Oh my God. Okay, well, there's that angle. But they're 2 and 4. I feel like toddlers are smarter than we think they are, but I also feel like they also repeat a lot of things. They don't obviously know what they're repeating, but I think that they do repeat stuff. And so it's very much a strong possibility taking this post at face value. There are people out there, and I don't think that we can deny this, that there are people out there that are like, oh my gosh, she cheated on you with that, like whatever it is, right? Whether it's if you come from an Asian background and like I have a coworker who's Asian, he married a white woman, like his immediate family frowns on that, right? So I think that there's, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, we could debate on about it all day, right? There's certain cultural things. I think that, oh my God, I don't even know how to approach this. I think that this guy needs to sit down, with his family and be like, knock it off, make those comments when my kids are not around, kind of thing. And just watch his kids, right? And as they grow older and they say certain things, even they're not going to understand what they are. So you just sit them down and you're like, listen, your mom made a bad mistake, did a very big wrong, and this is the result. She's still your sister, and you love her like a sister, and we go from there, right? And you explain, like, there's different races, there's different colors of skin, and all this stuff. It's no different. Well, it's a little different, but it's not in vicinity as if like he were to be a stepdad to a family, right? That is a different race than they are, right? So you're bringing your kids in, or maybe you are going into a family that has a different race than you are, and you sit down and you say, listen, it's fine, it's totally fine. It's really that same vibe. And so this is really heartbreaking in my opinion, that this is even a thing. I know it is a thing, but this little baby did nothing wrong, and it's the mom's fault for all of this, whatever this is, the divorce, the kids now growing up, in a split household, whatever comments are being made against the little girl, because she's a different race. Like, it's all very unfortunate and it's not okay. And I think that he just needs to I think that he needs to be very firm with his kids, his biological kids, the 2 of them, and just sit there and say, like, listen, everybody is different color. We all come from different backgrounds. It doesn't make her any less your sister. Your mom made a mistake and she did a bad and something wrong, but she's still your sister at the end of the day, and that doesn't change, kind of thing, right? I don't know. You just got to sit down and give it to them straight. I guess they're only 2 and 4, so you can't give them like super philosophical statements, but you can be like, it's okay, like, she's still your sister. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Let's see. Nick says, difficult problem here. His 2 kids are already likely going to have animosity towards their half sister for breaking up the parents. Yeah, and that happens in divorces in general. So it's not, he also, in this argument too, that Nick is saying, like, he's got to sit down and be like, listen, it's not your sister's fault. If anything, it's mom's fault, but you also don't want to put the blame on her too, because they're little, right? They're not old enough to understand that humans are a hot mess. So you just got to be like, it's not your sister's fault. She is your sister. She had nothing to do with this. It's between mom and dad, kind of thing. And then as they get older, you just kind of have to explain that to them. It just sucks. Oh, man. Let's see. Hi, Abe. Welcome in. Eddie says, as a stepdad, you have to be clear on your love for the kids, regardless of the outside opinions. Just be a good man. Yeah. And that similar situation here where he's not the stepdad, at least to the baby girl. He's not the dad at all, but it's going to be a co-parenting situation. And his kids with his wife are bound by blood towards the baby. And so it's like, it's not the baby's fault. Like, it's not your sister's fault. So you just have to really ingrain that into them. And that does just so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. If the kids are raised right, they will not be Rosses to do all this stuff the dad is worried about later on. And that's what I'm hung up on too, Shield Wall. Hi, by the way. Is it how often are these kids around these family members who are being rude like this and making these comments? You know, maybe you pull them away from them and you don't keep them around these people because that will help, right? You don't want to be having your kids around these bad influences and that they're going to talk crap about this little girl. This baby did nothing. It's not her fault. It's mom's fault for being, as Hoki said, a hoe. But it's not her fault. You know, gosh, it's so heartbreaking. Hi, Beebeen. Hello. Tara says, biggest thing here. Ladies, don't cheat on your husbands. Yeah, don't cheat in general at all. Men, women, don't do it. But if you are going to do it, like, for the love of God, stay in your race. Jeez Louise. You guys are wacky. I would never. I don't understand the mentality, especially like sex with the person you're cheating with. Like, how stupid are you? Oh my God. Humans are dumb. I can't. He ain't bound by blood. Well, no, he's not bound by blood to the little girl, but the kids are. And so they're hearing these comments from his side of the family because mom did this stupid, selfish thing. And the little baby is getting caught in the crossfire. I think is what he's saying. Like, the baby's getting caught in the crossfire. Their sister is getting caught in the crossfire. Whether that's his responsibility or mom's responsibility, I feel like we could debate that all day long, right? But I do feel like either way, it's their responsibility. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I feel like it's the parents' responsibility to make sure that the kids know, right? That her siblings know that it's not her fault, right? Because she's going to carry that guilt. And not guilt is not the right word, but she's going to carry that label for the rest of her life too. You know what I mean? Whether, you know, if she's close to her brother and sister, her siblings, whoever these other kids are, she's close to her siblings. And she hears nothing but crap being talked about her, or her mom runs her mouth and is like, oh, well, I had it all, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, it's a hard situation. It's a hard situation for him, and it's a hard situation for the baby, and it's not the baby's fault, and it's so heartbreaking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you. Let's see. Some of the comments here are pretty good though. Like, it's brutal. This guy Joel says, oof, brutal. Dad, when this dude seems to be taking this in stride. Thank you, BB. What's this guy say? This dude seems to be taking this in stride. It's great that he isn't bashing the child. And honestly, that is a kudos, because I know so many men and women of like a divorce situation that blame the kids for whatever. It's so ridiculous. Hopefully he can explain to his sons that it's the fault of their 304 of a mother that the family is breaking up. No, but really, honestly, this is the stuff that this is the stuff that the red pill movement loves, right? The 304 bottle. Somebody should change the 409 to 304. That's so funny. It's nice to see a father who, despite being viciously wronged, he doesn't take it on the kid. Yeah. How many times have we seen that? Honestly, it's awful. Ugh. These poor people. It's so heartbreaking. Jeez. Jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm just checking the Streamlabs. That is so heartbreaking to me. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Do you know what I mean? I do think that it's great that the dad is not taking it out on the kid. And that happens so much. Oh my gosh. Fresh and Fit would say divorce her. Well, he is. So that's fair. I would too. I mean, I would too. That's the hard part, right? Is it's like everybody is so anti-divorce and anti-this, and oh, well, you know, the kids are at a statistical advantage. But in a situation like this, like, what else are you going to do? You know what I mean? I don't know. Endure. Kinky says kids tend to blame themselves already. Yeah. Yeah, divorced kids definitely tend to blame themselves when mom and dad split up. I did, and I'm sure there's so many divorced kids out there that did as well. It definitely is it's hard. It's so hard. Where did this happen? I don't know, to be honest with you. It was it's a Reddit post. It's a Reddit post. So somebody screenshot it and posted it as a Reddit thing. I have no idea. Culture! Hi! You need company? I mean, if you want to come join me, you can. I can send you the link. Hold on. I don't know how to do that. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Copy. I'll send it to you. Hang on. Messages. Oops. What? How am I not following Valiant Renegade? What? No. Okay, I got distracted. Hang on. There we go. If you want to come in, Culture, you can. No worries. No worries. Jeez, oh. Oh, jeez. Okay, I had a video, and that just started playing and scared the heck out of me. Caught red-handed, not following relevant. I wasn't! I'm like, why am I not following him? I found him, a DM from him in my message requests, which is even weirder. I don't know. What do I know? Based weave incoming. Hail Culture. Yeah. Sure. I don't know where this happened, honestly, BB. It was a Reddit post. Somebody screenshot it. I have no idea. A marriage is never the same following an affair. My father cheated on my mom constantly. The atmosphere was always tense until I was big enough to throw his booty out of the house. Oh, you threw his booty out of the house? Okay. Okay, Nick. Dang. Hi, Freddie. Hello. Thank you, Davina. I don't know that. I have no idea, honestly. I know somebody up in the comments, I don't know if it was you or not, but somebody was like, Tennessee does testing. So we shall see. I don't know. I think it's smart. I can see where people are hesitant on it because, it's a violation of privacy, but I get it. All right, here we go.
Can you explain what an incel is?
So an incel is just like someone who is involuntarily celibate. That loser.
Oh my God, Culture came in at the perfect time. Hang on, where's my bells? When I can't hear you. I don't know if that's me or you. I can't hear you. It's Gorlock 2.0. Oh my God. Why can't I hear him? Can you guys hear him? Is it just me?
There we go. You know?
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Very good.
Hey.
All right. So I walked in at the perfect time. This is
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks. I'm sorry. I know what it's like to normally have a partner and then not have a partner on my show. What?
I know. I'm like, I'm okay, but I'm all flustered because we were out and like I tried to rush here and I look like a hot mess, but it's fine. All right. Listen, I tell X-Ray Girl, I'm like, when you're not here, I'm not, it's not happening. So
Do you have a glass of wine or a mug of wine?
No, I don't even have that. We were at a winery in Bastrop. And I like ran home. I don't know. I've got nothing. I know.
How's well, oh, you relocated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, well, how was F1 land? But you're not there anymore, so yay.
We left at the perfect time because I've seen videos and like pictures of the Formula One. No, heck no.
Hot mess. Hot
Could
mess.
not pay me. It's a hot mess.
Right.
Absolutely not. And here's the best part is my favorite part about the Formula One thing is Vegas has spent I don't even know the number of money like shutting down the strip, the construction, all that, right? And they have not made any money. Like we're losing money on F1 because nobody's coming here for it.
Yeah. And so you relocated to a beautiful place that is, full of freedom.
Yes.
Yeah. So well done.
Yes. I'm loving it right now. I'm
Well
loving
done.
it. Well, I mean, I'm gonna love it anyway, but I'm loving it. I love it so much. And we're in between Austin and Bastrop.
Yeah.
So like I have the big city over here and I have this little town over here, and like it's so great.
You're close to people there.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. Like I think Carrie's not far from you and all that. So very exciting.
Yeah. And then like Andrew in the Austin area, and then of course Eric July and all them are in Dallas, and it's nice. And I think Gary is around here somewhere. So
yeah, you're a few hours away from Gary, but not too far. So
yeah, not too bad. It's fine. We'll just drive, or we'll hippity hop on a plane somewhere. Tom says Culture forgot to turn on his screen.
Oh yeah.
Does it matter? I don't know that it matters. I think you look great.
Blue, baba dee babu da. Anyway, so you're showing people ridiculousness, right? And yeah.
On tonight, yeah. Extra Girl's like, I'm gonna send you a bunch of stuff, and of course I went out. She's gonna kill me. I went out and I didn't view this stuff beforehand, so everything is a live reaction. So I don't know.
You didn't do your homework.
I didn't do my homework. I'm in trouble. It's a sip and chill. We don't do homework on sip and chill. It's fine.
All right, fair enough.
The Buc-ee's parking lot. That's literally where I'm living. How did you know?
Yeah.
I love Buc-ee's. Yeah, I love Buc-ee's. I live there. That's where I live. That's the old school one without the beaver.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I'm old, Tuggs.
Well,
way to
you're
rub
not
that in.
that old. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hello.
Go over there.
He just wanted to say hi. He saw a fuzzy friend.
Just open the DM screen. Listen, I know I keep doing that. I gotta stop sharing my DMs. I'm terrible at this. Golly. This is why I do Twitch.
Say hi to X-Ray Girl, because like I was gonna go to Wisconsin, but I didn't go to Wisconsin.
And well, it's fine. I told her, I was like, she needs to bring these. I want some cheese from Wisconsin. Yeah, I want a cheese wheel. All right. I don't know what this is either, so we're gonna watch this together for the first time. Here we go. This girl's pretty. She's obviously very made up, but here we go.
Can you explain what an incel is?
So an incel is just like someone who is voluntarily celibate. That loser sitting on Reddit for 23 hours a day with Cheeto dust and empty Mountain Dew cans all around them. And it just has a real stank smell that is involved with these people. I'm just going to paint you an image, and like the fedora is a little crusty, and the neck beard is strong, but the facial hair is weak, and there's a bald spot in the back, and you could just see the fedora just hanging on for dear life. And he's sitting there muttering under his breath about how like Jessica Alba's ugly.
Right.
Literally, that's what you're talking about.
Can you explain what an incel is?
What? First thought is glass houses. Hokey smoke. What? This is one of those TikToks you can smell. Okay. When Cheetah,
and how dare she insult Cheetos? First of all, Cheetos are the greatest food ever.
Okay. So well, no, because I found this is cool because we went to Vegas because we went to a wedding. You weren't there, but I was. And we were in Vegas, and I found at the Terribles Originals Doritos taco chips. I know. I freaked out. I bought a bag. I'm like, I'm taking these home.
Oh my God. I would have bought 4 bags.
I know. And I'm like, how do you have these in Vegas and I don't have them where I live? What is happening? So anyway, I bought
Yes.
those. They're almost completely gone. And I'm not supposed to have like junk food because I'm like ketoing.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
know, that's fine.
No, I mean this honestly, the person there that was on the screen that took up the screen.
The whole screen.
It's
Gorlock
fine.
2.0.
It's fine. No. Gorlock looks like a munchkin next to that. I'm not. Wow, that was really harsh. I'm just saying, mix in a salad, exercise. I just, there's like,
Please.
look, she went into like, she's like, oh, glass houses. I got you, bro. Hold my beer. She rolled into like a window factory and went to town with a sledgehammer. I mean, come on, girl. Let's not do that. I look, if I were a parental unit, mentor, big brother, big sister, well, I don't have the equipment for that. But if I were one of those things, I'd be like, I'm sorry, young lady. Do you have funhouse mirrors around you? What is happening right now? Because you are literally attacking other human beings for their exterior attributes, and I'm not sure you probably want to wade into that, pool. I don't even know. First of all, displacement would be a factor for her. She would literally be like the freaking iceberg that the Titanic ran into. She has no opportunity to talk here, right? And I'm not mean, right? I'm not a mean guy, but she like went. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I took over. I apologize.
It's no, please have at it. I'm gonna bring this back up so we can look at comments because I think everybody.
Okay.
This is the first picture. I can't. Her heart, her heart, and that chair are what's hanging on for dear life. No, but first of all, who are these people? I have questions. I don't think that's where the stank smell is coming from.
She actually went to the waterbed store and bought the tie-dye sheets to make that muumuu that she's rocking right there.
I know, and it barely fits her. This poor girl. Like, please, somebody listen. We all gain weight. I've gained probably a good 25-ish pounds. I get it. Okay, we all gain weight. Stuff happens. We up and down. For the love of God, get people in your life or get yourself to the point where you look at something and you're like, this does not look good on me. And you change your outfit and you maybe find something that fits you a smidge better.
I'm telling you right now, she has to go she should be headed for the sofa covering place. She needs, like, those slip covers you used to buy to cover up that crappy futon you had in college. Yeah,
yes.
Dude, that is the perfect place for her to go shopping for outfits. She should not be doing that to people. Look. Our wonderful friend Ruben Christopher Haynes recognized that there were things changing his life to improve his health. Right? He looks really svelte and fit and he's a wonderful man on top of it. He would never have gone on a show and called out other people, because he has something we all want to have, which is self-awareness. Nuh-uh.
Yes. And here's the thing too is, and there was a comment, I closed it, but this comment said, is this woman seriously criticizing people for their lack of self-discipline? Like, ma'am, have you looked in a mirror?
The beautiful people.
Ma'am.
The beautiful people.
I don't know how Extra Girl finds this stuff.
She's crazy. Okay, I love her, but she's like, she finds some funky stuff. I'm like, girl.
Her description of incels, I don't understand.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but by the way, you guys did your dad cast with VR was lovely. All your production value was really good. Yeah,
he is. Well, thank you. He is great. If you don't know anything about Valiant Renegade, he is wonderful. And we love him.
Okay, I good. I don't have to call him and tell him you said disparaging things. So thank you.
No. He's, oh my God, he was so great because he's like, oh my God, I had to leave early. I'm so sorry because, dad stuff. And I'm like, why are you apologizing?
Yeah,
please go pick up your kid from some scary whatever situations. Like, please go get her. I beg you.
Okay, so somebody complained that I didn't have my screen on, so I just went into the black hole. So calm down.
Oh, there you go. See what happens. You guys make him go to the black hole. Jeez, always. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's a deleted tweet. Okay. All right. So I'm actually going to bring up one that I found. Now I have to find the Pearl one though. Hold on. There's a two-parter of this.
Yeah.
There's a two-parter. I know we love talking about Pearl, and we're going to go on some rants.
Well, no,
I have to find...
you and I and X-Ray Girl have a different opinion on Pearl, but that's fine.
Oh, that's fair. No, that's absolutely fine. Listen, I'm worried about her is more than...
Well, now, yeah. I mean, she did kind of change her modus operandi, but
yeah. Hold on, where is it? Oh God, scrolly, oli.
Oh, hey, I have to come to your neck of the woods or somewhere close. Because I need to bootleg a bunch of Yingling, and I can get Yingling.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. And also Shiner, and also
I can get Shiner box.
Oh yeah, they sell it outside of Texas now. I forgot about that. Where the heck is it? And I can't see quote tweets, of course. Good grief. No. Okay, here it is. Okay, fine. Okay. Here we go.
What?
This is the thing that I sent over in our DMs, and I wish X-Ray was here to talk about this. We may bring this up next week again, but anyway. So, Bernadine, we've talked about her on this channel before. Bernadine is, I don't know her exact age. I think she's like early 30s, maybe late 20s, but she and her husband have been married, for context. She and her husband have been married for like 12 years. She just gave birth to like their fourth kid, I believe. And she has like a course, like an online course that she does where it's how to be more traditional, how to be more feminine, blah, 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 like a dating course kind of thing. Right.
She's
like a trad type of situation. Yeah. So she posted this, what is today? Yesterday. And this is a DM that she got. And obviously she blocks out like who it is, and it's just a screenshot. But the DM is talking about Pearl. So it says, her stuff, meaning Pearl, is so discouraging. I'm married, but my husband is heavily into the red pill agenda, and it is destroying our marriage to the point where divorce is heavily considered daily. He is now trying to condition my mind to believe that it's okay for him to sleep with other women while being married to me because there's no emotional attachment, which we hear all the time in the red pill, right? Fresh and Fit especially. Talk about how we don't have an emotional attachment, so it's not the same, blah, blah, which is true, but they're basically like, go ahead and sleep around, blah, blah. Anyway, he turned abusive and verbally, emotionally damaging. All he does is send me red pill content and tells me I need to accept these as truths. I thought I married a man of God, but he has shown me that he does not want to follow the ways of the Lord. I'm so grateful for your content because it shows me that I'm not crazy and delusional, and that marriage with true godly principles is still the right way. And Bernadine is married. Her and her husband are super like traditional godly marriage, that kind of thing. So that's what she means by the end of that. So Bernadine tweets this yesterday, and it goes like, I mean, it's got 1 million views. It's got a bunch of retweets and quotes and all that. Rollo Tomasi quote tweeted her, and it was like, fuck you. And he is like posting DMs of people who are like, you saved my life. And all these guys that are like, oh, thank you for your book and whatever, right? To like counteract her argument, which is fine. But then Pearl gets in on it. Hold on, I got to share this now.
Hi, X-Ray Girl. I see the DMs over there.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the DMs? Yeah, don't worry. We're not talking about anybody.
No, I know. You were talking about this tweet, Bernadine.
We're talking about this tweet. Yeah. So Pearl gets in on it. And she quote tweets it. And she says, and listen, whether you believe the DM or not is irrelevant. But she says, and she's just the innocent victim here. And it happened exactly like that. Right. This story sounds fishy. You guys never ask the right questions. Is the wife even sleeping with him? Who's considering the divorce? You believe women's stories at all costs without ever hearing the man's side and just assume that they are innocent victims when women are known for lying or omitting important details. And of course, that like blew up everything. And so people are responding to Pearl. Like, of course, there's a bunch of men that are like, yeah, Pearl, you're right. Like, we don't know what she's up to. Like, it's her fault. And there's a bunch of people that are like, well, we don't know. So it's basically caused this debate. And my point on it is what I wanted to talk about, like whether you believe this DM that Bernadine got black and white face value, or you think it's a little wishy-washy, it doesn't matter. It's sad to me that this is where this movement that started out in such a good place has gotten to. That makes me so sad. And this is not the first time I've seen something like that. It's like I've seen people comment on other, just randomly on Twitter that people have retweeted that are like, oh, I watch Pearl stuff and like I know that I'm not worth anything because I'm over 30 and I'm a woman and I am never going to find anybody. And so, you know, blah, 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 and say there. It's just like that is the movement started out so good. And now we've come to this. And it's like Rollo Tomassi is telling Bernadine to fuck off because he's supposedly saved all these lives. And Pearl's like, women suck. I hate women. Don't believe anything they say. And it's like, okay, but should we also just believe the man? Like, there's got to be a blind, like, there's got to be a line here. Like, what is going on? And there's just fighting everywhere. Good grief.
Hey,
Oh,
love. 30, how many years? 30 what?
yeah.
She can't hear me. She's got her headphones.
The boss.
She's on her computer in the other room, and on her computer that's better than mine. Anyway. But she's in there listening probably to us or in probably 2 other streams at the same time. But man, let's see. Let me take you back to the year 1989.
Okay. I was 2.
That was when the boss and I
Got
started
married?
being. No, we got married just a few years later. I mean, like a couple. Yeah. So yeah, 3 years later, actually. But anyway, that conversation's important because marriage isn't a combat sport, and that's what it's being treated like now. The adversarial relationship between men and women is a strange place, and it's all because of the gamesmanship that's been happening around the political world. I think Pearl originally was coming from a good place. Rollo, I've always questioned, having met him in person, he's not exactly, a big human being to be afraid of. So, I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, and I'm just saying. And like, I mean, it's interesting. He's been able to affect a lot of people's lives, and so is Pearl. But I don't see marriage as a combat sport. Never have. Men and women are not combatants in a relationship. They have to work together. Everybody has their own strengths. Everybody has their own weaknesses. If you don't have an emotional connection with a woman, you shouldn't be involved with them. So that, I mean, immediately that takes me out of the extreme hardcore cases for the red pill movement, right? So, but again, Pearl started out great, and then all of a sudden in the last few months, maybe she changed. And I think the new cynicism and approach to things is to elevate her content wherever it's going out. I'm not certain that she's completely invested in a lot of the tact and a lot of the angles that she takes in her approach towards things. I also don't think that Rollo is necessarily along that, but we have to accept that there are certain truths that come along with what they're saying, body count, all these other ideas. But at the same time, that should not create an adversarial relationship between men and women. And I fear that that's what's happened. So they're also contributing to the division instead of mending it. The idea that, these are not good behaviors, and whether you're religious or not, I happen to be, but these are not good behaviors. So, leaning into these types of behaviors and believing in, a lot of the intersectional feminism stuff, anything beyond the second wave feminism, you've kind of leaned into the idea of dividing men and women and trying to find some kind of superiority instead of an equal measure. for people who talk all this business about equality and equity and misusing those words interchangeably, conflating them together, they seem to go out of their way to not live up to any of those ideas regardless. And that's true on both sides. So I don't think that the adversarial approach is the right way to go about relationships. I think what we have to do in this country and around the globe is mend the family, and create that situation where women are valuable and actually are some kind of a prize, which I've never thought of anything like that. I've always considered myself incredibly lucky. But at the same time, men are equally valuable because there are things that men do that women don't do, and there are things that women do that men don't do. And it's because we are biologically different, not just on a physical sense, but in the way that our minds process information and our different kinds of approach to things. Men are engineers, women are nurses. There's a reason for that. Women are into people, men are into things. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But the bond that exists between men and women has been and always will be there. So the only way that you can break up, a family, a unit of stability is with a lot of engineering, social engineering that we've all been subjected to for the better part of 50, 60 years. Anyway, so back to Pearl. She is right to question this person, not Bernadine specifically, but the person that sent Bernadine that message, because people's motivations and the information you provide is not always reliable. If you've done any kind of situational awareness training, you know that 5 different people will see something in 5 different ways. And they're going to describe to you, like, for example, when police do a canvas to find a suspect for something, and they're asking people who witnessed an event, crime, whatever you want to call it, those people are going to give different descriptions of the same person that may have committed said offense. It's the same thing, situational awareness, all that other stuff. It's the same situation. Everybody's going to look at something and see it completely differently. And that's part of the problem. The people with the most information usually are the people to pay attention to. Right now, I feel like everybody thinks they have the most information because we live in this internet age, where I think that's 100% driven by the internet. They're able to, I can look this up on my phone. I'm now an expert. No, especially if your expertise came from Wikipedia, which is deeply flawed in many areas. So, you understand what I'm saying, to bring it back to the conversation. I won't unilaterally say that the lady that was, messaging Bernadine, right? That's her name, was 100% accurate, but I won't say she was 100% wrong. The same situation with Pearl. I think, again, everybody started from a good place, and like you were saying, actually, and we ended up here. So I still think Pearl does more help than harm. I still think that people who are extreme on one side or another aren't good, but at least they're causing people to think and have a good conversation.
Yes.
Because otherwise you and I wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Yeah. No, and that is it. And I commented because Melanie responded to Bernadine and was like, this whole movement is super demonic. And I think that it starts just like anything, just like feminism, everything starts off welfare. It all starts from a good place. And then there's always somebody, someone, something, some group, whatever, that is like, well, we could do this. And then it gets so out of control and it completely does a 180. And feminism has done that. Now, feminism has been doing it for 70 years. I think Red Pill is moving a lot faster. At least the only year and a half-ish or so that I've been even aware of it. It started out just like Tara said right here in this comment, Red Pill is being aware of women's nature and preferably staying away from them. That's how it started, right? This is the awareness. This is what you need to be aware of on the modern women. We're corrupted. We've been brainwashed, whatever terms you want to use. They're not wrong. And now it's done this complete 180 where, and it's not just Pearl. I think she posts stuff to get the clickbait and she gets the attention and she gets people. I that's what I think. I don't know that she truly believes a lot of it. I could be wrong. I don't know. But she posts stupid stuff to make people go, you're stupid. And that, but it gets people talking. But the guys that making the money off of it in the YouTube channels, the usual suspects, they have gone from, this is what you need to be aware of. This is what feminism has taught women. Let me help you work around this so you don't get your heart broken, so you don't get taken advantage of, a lot, to, oh, it doesn't matter. Women are trash. They deserve less. And I can sleep with whoever I want because I have the money and I'm allowed to, and I'm allowed to do this, and I'm allowed to treat you a certain way. There's DMs that were released from, I can't think of his name now. He's been on the whatever podcast in the suit. Sean Galatea did a video on him. But anyway, it's a DM between him and some girl. We're going to assume she's a big booty, busty, model-y sort of girl because that's what he likes. And she's just like, yes, daddy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that. Please don't be mad at me. And it's like this chain of messages. And he finally responds to her hours later and is like, that's right. You'll apologize. Basically bow down to me. You know what I mean? And he treats her like garbage. Now, we don't know the context of what happened. She could have been a bee and like picked a fight with him for whatever reason, blah, blah. But it's that mentality, right? And then this guy, he's on whatever podcast all the time. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. He's in the suit all the time. He's the white guy in the suit. His name is escaping me. Some in the chat will know it.
Ray?
No, maybe. I don't know. Somebody will know. I can't think of it. I can picture him. But he talks about how, well, that's just not how I'm wired. I want this woman that does this, but my wiring is not for me to be monogamous. So I'm going to sleep around with whoever I want. And these are men, that young men and lost men who are just as easily manipulated as women are because they're lost and they're emotionally vulnerable and all this stuff, are looking up to, and they're like, well, I can do that. If he can do that, then I can do that. If that's what the movement is, you're right. These women don't. That guy, Jay Waller. Thank you. That's it. Thank you, Jay Waller. They're looking at these men, and I think Kevin Samuels, Jordan Peterson is the OG. Rollo says he's the OG. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know much about him. I think he has good points. I don't know. They have points, and they're not wrong. And Pearl's not wrong, but I think that we have become so divisive now with it. It's either you're a red pill in a manosphere or you're a feminist, and if you're in between, it's awful kind of thing, right? Well, it's just.
Am I awful? I'm not awful. Am I awful?
No, I don't think you're
right. That's the thing.
Why? What do you have to say?
I mean, because I'm actually in the between. I watch all these people, right? Not because I necessarily agree with them, but because I need to be informed about what's happening. This is the other conversation I think nobody has. I can't possess an opinion or anything if I haven't participated in or at least tried to involve myself in something. The boss and I watch a lot of the stuff. The manosphere is huge now. I'm kind of impressed by how quickly it went off.
It blew up. Yeah.
I think it's more important for people like us to have these kinds of conversations because you have to moderate some of these extreme opinions. The boss and I talked about it, doing like a show, like maybe creating a separate channel where it's just her and I talking about these kinds of issues because I think I know, but I think it's valuable because look, Pearl's right on many fronts. I mean, they get super hung up on repeating the same talking points all the time because they're accurate based on science, based on data and all of that. And it's true. Hypergamy is very dangerous. The fact that every time you have that conversation that guys, if you're not in the 8 to 10 range, you're going to have a harder time in life. So you have to work extra hard in some factor that you can actually do that in some element of your appearance, personality, financial well-being, whatever. You have to do that or else you're not going to be able to compete with the 8, 9s, and 10s. And that's a sad world because again, women are now wired, and I'm sorry, this is the case because of 70 years of feminism, as you mentioned, to target the 8, 9s, and 10s. But there's not that many 8, 9s, and 10s. I mean, I'm a 4. So, you've got guys like me, that, you know, even well groomed, you know, I'm still a 4. So, but
I don't think you're 4. I think at the very least, at the very minimum, especially with that hair, I would put you at 7, but that's just me.
Calm down. Anyway, but but that's the conversation, right? Use being realistic about yourself, and I don't think that and this is something that's always mentioned on these shows, and that's right, especially when Pearl was bringing it up early on in her career, that every girl's going to rate herself an 8, 9, or 10.
Oh God, yeah.
And look, there's something about being, you know, self-reflective, introspective. All of these terms that mean that you look into yourself and at yourself in the most honest possible way. You've identified your flaws and you work on them. You've identified your shortcomings and you work on them. You know, and you've identified that, okay, you know, I have an eye on one side that's lazier than the other, or, you know, I need to actually work on my eyebrows because I look like freaking the Hulk or whatever. Right? You know, it's just we have to be true to ourselves before we can be true with anybody else. And I think that people have lost that. Again, it probably comes down to a religious background or lack of faith, or even a you know, a lack of decent spiritual awareness, whatever that reflects in anybody's life. But I think that ultimately, you know, without some truth at the base level, I think you're going to lack that everywhere else in your life, including your character. Anyway, hey, Shield.
Hi, Shield. I agree. I agree. And yeah, the common sense middle ground. I think they started calling that like the purple pill. I don't know if that'll ever take off, but I get where they're coming from. Where it's like you have the blue feminism and the red. I like that.
First of all, when you talk about feminism, extremely, especially after third wave, and then you talk about men. Well, thank you, Ruben.
Ruben is correct.
Ruben is a handsome man, and he's working really hard on all aspects of his life. So you have to give him much props.
And that's how you change yourself, right? You're like, well, I have these shortcomings here, but I can work on this. Like, I'm funny. I may be a 5, but I'm funny.
And again, I mean, and it's look, funny guys. Okay, so there's something called the pretty girl. I'm not going to go into all those things, but there is a pretty girl theory out there, which means that guys can move up the mountain just bouncing off the next hottest girl.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But anyway, I never understood any of those mentalities. But the whole idea is feminism is very bad. And this red pill on the extreme side is very bad. And I think that there's a middle ground that we need to take over and
I agree.
Push forward.
I agree. I completely agree. It's just because, you know what, there is stuff. There are stuff. There is stuff that is correct. I just think that it has gotten so hostile on both sides, you know, and it's not helping the situation at all. It just not. It drives me bonkers.
Again, I've fallen into a hole with a couple of these creators where they're always in my feed, and that's fine. And I'm watching these shorts, and it's fine. But it's like at the base level, you're right. But the fact that you take it to this extreme is a real problem.
Yeah. And I've also noticed there's not very many, I don't know with what you've watched, because I don't watch it as religiously as I used to, but the channels that I've watched, they don't ever provide a solution, at least that I've seen. It's always been like, oh, well, you as mostly against the women, like women are this and women are that and this, that, and the other, and they deserve this and they don't deserve that. But there's never any solution. You know what I mean? And I've seen streams where the girls, the hoes, the 304s, whatever you want to call them, they're on there and they're like, okay, well, if you feel this way and if this is really the right way, and like the girls that are genuinely willing to learn, they're like, well, how do we fix it? And there's never an answer. And I'm like, this is your time to shine. Tell us how to fix it.
I agree with you, but I think that probably the person that does that the best is Brian on the Whatever Cast.
Yes, right? I like Brian. He's a little wishy-washy, but I like him.
He does his level best to say, okay, well, here. I mean, and then he's really good at breaking down the inequities, right? And why they occur and why history had these situations happen and why it took so long for women to get the vote. Well, because, you know, first of all, they weren't landowners. And second of all, they didn't have any skin in the game. But men have always had or been forced to have skin in the game. So it's
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to that, because you have conscription and all the other things that happen, you know, along the way to men. So that's how that evolved. But since we're still evolving, hey, Davinia, yeah, there's no social forces of ethics or morals. Yeah, because we've developed terminology like shaming that is bad. You know, don't
Mhm.
shame, don't kink shame. I'm like, if you're gonna go over there and bump a horse, I'm gonna kink shame the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some things are not meant to be. That's against all kinds of rules. I don't even think Lucifer himself wants that one. So, ugh.
But you understand my point is so. But as far as the balance part goes, I think Brian's probably the closest to it. And
Mm.
I think that the fact that he's willing to take on a room full of ladies who've all been conditioned under these feminist ideologies, you know, that's more power to that guy. First of all,
Yep.
the boss is over here, right? Much like Brian, I would want that wing person right here to like say, calm down,
Yeah.
lady, you're wrong. You know, because
Yeah.
what's the dark-haired lady that's in there that's a reformed trad lady? I forget her name. But she's often in his show, and she does a great job
Oh,
of
yes. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her name either, but yes, I like her a lot.
breaking it down. But again, relationships should never be adversarial.
Mhm.
We shouldn't be defining. We shouldn't walk up to ladies and be able to say, "Do we need men? What do we need men for?" And when ladies say nothing, I'm like, "Okay, bitch, clean your own toilet." And I just said a bad word. I don't normally do that, you know that. But you understand, you know, like you know
Mhm.
what? Snake your own drain, lady. You know, you know what?
Ugh.
Your roof's leaking. Who's gonna go up there? You gonna go up there?
Absolutely
And-
not.
Yeah. And so it's funny because I'm like, I know ladies that can do those kinds of jobs, but they don't want to do that. I mean, I don't know. Tugs, you want to learn how to fix an air conditioner?
I mean, I can flip the switch and like reboot it. I got some knowledge, but no. But like we live in this travel trailer, right? And
What's it got?
so you have to empty the tank, which is great.
Yeah.
But you have to empty the tanks, right? So you have the shower and the water
Yeah,
like
do
we
you
have a
do that?
washing machine, so we have these different tanks. And so I know how to do it, but I refuse
What?
to empty the
You're
pooper.
like, okay, gray water, that's detergent, hand washing, you know,
That's
maybe
fine. Yeah. The black tank,
the
and it's
black
called
tank.
the black tank for a
Yep.
reason.
Oh, it
That's
is.
the toilet. I'm
Yeah.
not touching that.
You're like,
Not doing it.
that's super growth. I ain't doing that. That's super growth.
It's disgusting. So I make it do that. The other
Right.
stuff I will. I do the
Yeah.
dishes and stuff. So like the least I can do doing the dishes and cooking is empty the sink tank.
You know what?
Like
Here's the most amusing part of that. If ladies could understand that, you know, y'all have been responsible for changing diapers forever.
wild.
It's just
Don't touch me with the hose. It's different.
all right then. Anyway.
It's different. Diaper changes, fine. My sick girlfriend in the bathroom that's like puking everywhere, fine. The black
Oh
tank
no. Technicolor yawn you're all right with? No, brah.
the black tank hose of the black tank on the pooper in the trailer. I'm not no. I'm not
That's
touching
like
it.
gross intensified, right? You're like,
Bruh.
Yep.
yeah, you're like, no, I'm not doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I don't. He's like, well, you know how to do it. I said, I know, but I'm not going to. I'm too cute for that. No, thank you.
There you
That's why
go.
I have you.
Well, and
That's
again, so that's the funniest thing is because I like when you walk up to a girl and you say,
Mhm.
okay, realize that everything in your world was either created by, for the most part, or is maintained by men. I don't
Yep.
see a whole lot of masonry workers. I don't see a lot of framers that are ladies. I'm not saying there are none, right? Because you never say that. There, I'm not. I haven't seen a lot of women roofers.
No. We can't
Female
get up there.
plumbers?
We're too short.
That's not true. But you understand. Anyway, I know you have more stuff to fire up here, but I feel like
That
I
was
derailed the show by joining you.
no, please. I'm here for it because I talk like a mile a minute, and so this is perfect. But actually, we're gonna go through some super chats. That's really all I have left, honestly. Oh, before that, Brimstone, will you be getting the PO box? Yes. Yes, I actually have to look into PO boxes out here. I have not done that. I'm so sorry. But yes, I will be getting a new PO box as soon as I get it. I'll update it. I'll post you. I'll let you guys know. I promise.
Instead of going to the post office, go to like a mailboxes, etc., or something like that. for mail.
Oh yeah, I had a UPS. Like it was a UPS store last time, so that's what I'll probably do this time.
You'll save
Yeah.
a lot of money doing that, and you can get oversized packages and stuff. So
Yeah, and it was a lot easier because the UPS store is just for a fun fact for anybody that wants to open their PO box. A UPS store, it's an actual address. So what you guys with the PO box I had before, it looked like an address, like an apartment number, a suite number, or whatever, but it was a PO box. But it just doesn't say, because a lot of places, if you put in PO box, they're like, oh, we can't ship this to you, but this is an actual address and it goes to UPS store. So just a pro tip on that. So I will let you all know. I promise. I promise I'll let you know.
all right. Hey, what are you doing on Friday?
This Friday?
Yeah,
Like 2 days, 3 days from now? 2 days?
2 days. 2 days.
I don't have any specific plans, but I know I'll be nursing a hangover from the Morgan Wallen concert tomorrow.
Oh, well, not Friday though.
No, not Friday. Friday I'll be nursing a hangover, but I don't have any plans now.
Oh, okay. Well, do you think you could be less hungover at like the afternoon on Friday?
Sure.
Okay,
What
cool.
time? Yeah, let me know.
Well, I do an interview show as FNT is winding up. I'd love to interview you.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Let me know. Like, I need to give me what time and I'll put it in my calendar. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
4:30 p.m. Pacific.
Okay, so hold on, I'm in Central Time now. So that's 6:30 my time. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Then there you go. So you're my guest for Friday because my guest fell off.
Yay.
And
Okay.
you are and Drunk's already been on and I didn't destroy you. So
Listen, anytime you have Drunk on, you embarrass him. It's fine.
I love Drunk. Yeah, he said. Did you hear what he said on my Sunday show? Like it made the news.
No, what'd he say? Oh no.
So he came on the late night culture show, right? Which is probably after your bedtime.
Yeah.
But anyway,
now it is. Yeah.
He came on the late night culture show, and he dropped all the tea or spilled all the tea about Gina.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, it was crazy. Like articles were written. I was because there's like this treasure trove of documents and emails. And
Ooh.
I know. I was like, all right, thanks, bro. So that was fun. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to try to pump you for information too. So just
listen. I don't even know when the wedding is. Okay, jeez, not Jay and Gina's wedding. As much as he would like to convince you all, Gina and Kevin's wedding. I don't know when that is. I would like to go. Invite me, Gina. No, it's fine. Anyway, $10 from Rachel.
Gina and who?
Kevin, the fighter. Kevin Ross.
That guy.
Yeah, they've been together for like 15 years.
Don't tell people that.
Oh, she announced it on Twitter.
Yeah, but Jay's gonna be okay.
Listen, I love Jay, but I will burst his bubble, and he hates me for it, and it's fine.
Right.
Anyway, sorry, Jay.
You just killed one of my pals, like on TV.
Jay. I'm so sorry, Jay. I'm so sorry. People were legitimately, I was concerned. I actually texted him, no offense. We're derailing now, but I actually texted him, I don't know how long ago now. It's been a while. And I was like, you know that these people legitimately think that you, like, are you? Because you need to clear it up either way, because this is a problem. And he's like, yeah. Anyway, no, Jay and Gina are besties, though. They are really, really close. So
yeah.
Kudos to them. We love her. She's great people.
She's fantastic. We love her.
Yeah. I can't wait for the wedding pictures. Anyway.
You just want to see the guy because he's hot.
Kevin, no, he's not my type. Not my type, but he's definitely up her alley. So.
Oh, that sounded vaguely inappropriate. Did you mean phrasing? I mean,
phrasing.
Yeah,
Take that as you guys want. Jeez. Whatever. I'm bursting all kinds of bubbles right now. We went off the rails. It's fine. Dr. Rachel for $10. This is for that streamer interviewing the Blob to buy a reinforced chair for future interviews. She's gonna need 2, I think. Goodness, I want to know more context about this interview too.
Like, I'm thinking that there should have been a steel reinforced bench available.
Well, who was it? Like, who is this girl? What podcast is this? I have so many questions.
I do too. Oh no! See, I told you, phrasing.
You guys know what I mean.
I don't know.
Yes, we're gonna go see Morgan Wallen tomorrow. I don't want to hear no complaining. I love Morgan Wallen. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Anywho, Darian Murphy for $9.99 says red pilled is like 5 years old. Feminism is 70 years old. Why would you think this scenario is the fault of the red pill? Red pill just points out truths concerning female nature. How is that bad? Oh, that's not bad.
Well, that's not what we're saying. We were talking
No,
about
that's
the
not what I said.
extreme side of the situation.
The extreme side of the situation. And listen, this is not, and taking the DM, which is what brought all this up, at
Right.
face value. This is not the first time I've seen something like that, where and that could be, it's not the movement necessarily, it could just be the guy has decided to take things to the extreme, or the girl, and I don't know what's we could come up with stuff, I'm sure, but
or she feels attacked by his opinions about.
yeah, it could be, and it could be a thing of butting heads. It could be him literally doing what she's saying and he's taking it to, face value, and he's like, well, I can do this because you're nothing and I put up with you, and blah, 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 blah. It could very well be. Several things could be. I think that it's,
I just want to say, please don't misunderstand, because I'm a big fan of what's happening right now as far as, men, the support of men. So I'm definitely somebody who supports most of the red pill stuff. I cannot support some of the extreme things. But I mean, people suggesting to me that I should go out and roll around with a bunch of chicks is that, after, I mean, that ain't happening. Right. I mean, men with character are not going to do that.
right.
While you're single and all that, you bump whatever you want as long as you wrap it, because
For the love of God, wrap it, please.
STDs are forever.
Please wrap it.
But but beyond all of that, I mean, the fact that people are playing, in the men's defense league, I'm good with that. Men have been getting those for a long time. No fault divorce is a crime, as far as I'm concerned.
My God, it's awful. And the way the men are treated is awful. And listen, I get it. I'm not disagreeing with the basis of it. I just think that it has gotten so, just as everything does, right? It starts out as one thing and it evolves into something else, and it's gotten completely out of control. Same with feminism for the last 70 years. And I think that if feminism was new now, I don't know what my light is doing, but if feminism was new now, never been a thing before, and on social media, it would be spiraling. I say spiraling, but it would be changing this quickly because of social media, because of more access to people having it. Back in the day, it was like a picket sign on TV, and then it evolved as TV became right. Whereas now, manosphere, red pill, etc., all whatever you want to call it, the other side of it, that's making you aware of the brainwashing that feminism has done to us girls, and where we're problems, which we are. I'm not saying we're not. I get it. I agree with it. Is gaining more popularity. It blew up overnight almost. Some of these guys have been on this train for years and years. Like Rollo is a good example. Jordan Peterson is not red pill, but he has the same kind of messaging, confidence, make your bed, kind of these things and all that, whatever. They have been on it for years, but it's only gained traction in the last year, maybe two, with these other guys that are YouTubers and have flipped the script. And so now it's gone from, oh, what is this? This is kind of getting to overnight. And that is where feminism didn't have that. It wasn't really, at least I wasn't there for it, so I don't know for sure, but it didn't have the social media aspect of it to overnight. And you know what I mean? And so we are taking 70 years to be manipulated, and it's taken 70 years for us to wake up and go, wait a minute, something's wrong here. Like, this is a problem. Whereas the red pill manosphere / movement whole thing has taken 2 years for people to go, wait a minute, why are you so aggressive? Like, why? Yes, you're right, but you don't have to be like, well, women deserve nothing and I get to sleep around with whoever I want. I want a concubine of 17 girls and all of you will just have to shut up and deal with it because I'm a rich man. Like, whoa, calm down. Like, sit down. What is wrong with you? Do you know what I mean? So it's like flipped really quick because of social media. That has not helped at all, which circles back to the feminism thing too. So it all comes together.
No, look, I think that, and I'm going to say this one more time, it's the extreme things that we need to
it's that extreme.
Wrap it before you tap it. Indeed. Thank you, Dr. Rachel.
Indeed. And Darian, just for $4.99 follows up from his other one. Feminism is an extreme. Correct. Red pill has a balancing effect. I don't get the thinking feminism was great and red pill came and ruined everything. No. We're not saying that.
That's not
We're
what
not,
we're
I'm sure people are. We're not saying that. Feminism is super extreme. I think personally, a lot of the red pill content creators have gotten to the extreme the other way. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. Is there's an extreme on both sides, and there needs to be like on both sides there needs to be a middle ground. There needs to be a middle ground because this is not helping.
Look, I'm going to say this from a creator standpoint. I understand the extremism.
Oh yeah, it gets the clicks. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But at the same time, is that valuable? Well, it's valuable to the person making the revenue, sure. And I could go hog on all that shit. I'm not going to do it. That's not how I'm wired. So, Darian, I promise you, I wouldn't suggest this. Yeah, look, red pill is good.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive men is a good thing. It is a balancing effect. You're 100% right.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, it's the extremes that are the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, look, trying to tell people that, and this bothers me, but trying to tell people that women are valueless that's not productive and it's not accurate. And it's everybody has a role to play. The problem is we got out of the idea of roles.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There you go.
Yep.
I assure you, if the boss had an option, she would stay home every day and do housework.
Heck yeah. I'm loving that so far.
Right. That's the point.
Loving
right?
it.
Yeah. I mean, being traditional, being dedicated to your partner, whatever that means to you, that's valuable. And that's where we, kind of crossed the Rubicon, is when that stopped being the norm.
Yeah, I agree. The Chad bro crap is poisonous. Yeah, Chad bros, Jay Waller. He's gonna come for me. Don't come for me, Jay Waller. I swear, please don't. Like, I'm scared.
The point being is that people are doing things for a reason. It's on the extreme side of the equation, and it's really about revenue more so than like dedication or being invested in stuff. I know people like this. That's why I speak about it. So
yeah, I agree. Let's see. One more. Oh, geez, 2 more super chats. Oh my gosh. Thanks, guys. Jason Webster, $10. Is that Australian? The A?
Yes.
Okay. Australian, $10. Hey, Amy. My parents were married for many years until my father's death. Their longevity due not only to love, but also deep respect for each other, regardless of whether beliefs and ideals aligned or differed. Differed. Yeah. Differed. Anyway. Differed. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that you have to have core similarities, like, right? Like if you're atheist and she's a hardcore Catholic, that probably is not the best move.
Yeah, but see, you could have overriding compatibility in a lot of other areas. That's good. That one, and especially faith and no faith, is going to be a challenge. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's an extreme example, but yeah, no, and that's the thing is like you have to choose. I think modern, and we can maybe blame Disney for this a little bit, but everybody forgets, and me included. I'm not calling anybody out. Love is a verb. It's a verb. Love is an action. It's a thing that you do, right? So you have to choose to love the person that you decide to be with the rest of your life, to love them every day. And some days it's super easy, and some days you want to put them 6 feet under and be on a true crime, and you find balance in that. And it's, and they vice versa. You guys get on each other's nerves, but you don't just leave. Like, you choose to respect and love each other. You fight and you make up and you do this and you do that, but you choose to love them every single day. That is what love is. So many people, and I, get caught up in this too. It's like, oh, well, it's true love and soulmates and we're just meant to be together. And that may be the case, but you still have to make sure that you love them. Like, it just doesn't happen automatically. Like, you have to choose to love them every day. And it's
how about from time to time that people should look at love or look at it this way. Love is acceptance. It's extreme acceptance. Because whether or not it's a romantic love, which is a different thing, it's tied to a lot of other processes in your brain. There's biochemical reactions that produce chemical effects that, singularly bond you to somebody. That's why when ladies are run through like a train, they produce, I'm sorry,
You're not wrong.
they have a brain chemical that doesn't fully engage their love behavior as much as it would have with the first one or two dudes, right? But love is an activity. It's a form of extreme acceptance that you know what, this person and I, no matter what, we're dedicated to each other. And I don't agree with what they're doing right now. I don't agree with what they just said. I don't agree with these things, but it's the acceptance of that person and even the actions sometimes. If you have faith, you're like, well, the personification of love is somebody, a deity, whatever you want to call it, that, regardless of any of those overt or covert actions that you take, whether it be external or internal or impure thoughts, any of those thoughts, you accept them for what that is. Well, that's asking a lot. It really is.
It is asking a lot. Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
Liberty and freedom. I mean, a lot of people like to, say, I want freedom. Well, you don't kind of understand that. In this country, being a part of a representative republic requires an extreme amount of citizenship. It's the most advanced form because it also requires your participation and it requires your consideration of liberty at every single moment, and not just yours, but the liberty of others, right? So, again, this comes from being a libertarian and not either Republican or Democrat. But I'm one of those people. I'm like, you know what? My right to swing my fist ends at your nose. So, if you provoke me to that level, if you provoke me to that level of violence, you are, either preventing my liberty, challenging it, or challenging someone else's. And then maybe the only course of action is that physical action. But it's the same situation with love. You have to approach it that way. I approach every relationship and every interaction from a position of love. So the first time I meet somebody, understand that's the initial thing that I'm giving you. You, at that point, the impetus is on you to change my opinion, to drop out of that position. And if everybody approached relationships that way, interactions with other humans that way, I think we'd be better off. So anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
sorry
absolutely.
To get all super philosophical there.
No, it's great. I love it. It's true. And yes, it is a feeling. I saw somebody comment in there. Like it's also yes.
Yeah.
But the feeling, I don't want to say it doesn't go away. That's not the right term. I'm not articulate. Culture will be able to articulate this better. But it's gets harder over it's not just you don't just no that's not right either. You don't just rely on the feeling over time. Like you have to make sure that you keep that love there. That's, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
It's tempered to even more strength because of longevity. Longevity is why a lot of things are better. Wine is better if you allow it to properly age. I mean, whiskey's better if you allow it to scotch. I mean, I can go through a long line of things. Things, including love, get better with age because it's more refined. Love is an opportunity to have a greater understanding of someone else.
Yes.
So, y'all can see why I was going to be a preacher, right?
I love it. I love it. Okay, next super chat. Darian again for $4.99. Thank you, Darian. Oh, Darian is hot. We got him hot. Sorry. Oh no, we read this one.
Yeah,
okay,
we did. Yeah, he's 100% right. We did.
This is the new one. $4.99. I don't. Thank you, Darian.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't support the extreme part of Red Pill either. I think Red Pill is great about revealing, but sometimes struggles with what to do with that info. Now that I will 10% agree with you on everything you just said there. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's hard, especially when people pose the question, well, how do we fix it? And then everybody sits there like,
I'm going to give you a novel approach to life that I was taught by multiple grandfathers. I'll just say it that way. You don't bring up a problem if you don't have a solution. So if you haven't thought deeply about how to fix something, don't come to me with that. And it's what I've told to everybody since I was involved with kids, programs, and brothers and sisters and all that. Big brothers, big sisters. Being involved in that, being involved in lots of community outreach and stuff. I'm going to say this: if you just tell young people, I hear your complaint. What's your solution? You will immediately create a different paradigm. That's a paradigm shifting moment. It's an inflection point in their thought process. And if you reinforce that multiple times, especially with young people, which is why I'm so frustrated with the teaching profession right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say, okay, what's your solution for this? Right. And then you can do something called a guided solution, because ultimately an immature mind is going to go for violence right away. But well, they will. But if you're able to develop that and say, okay, so what's a better solution than violence? So just kind of lead them down a path. You have a better chance for a resolution. So Darian, you're 100% right. You have to tell people, I need a solution. You have a problem. What's your proposed solution? That should be your automatic rhetorical response, because you need people to buy in to whatever it is, because they bought into a problem. They're telling you about it. They need to buy into the solution also. So they need to participate in what that solution is. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but that's the way the world used to work. Read some of the early papers in this country, and even in England. Our declaration of war, the Declaration of Independence, is probably the most eloquent and brief document you've ever read in your life. And all these preambles and everything, all of our governmental foundational documents are brilliantly written. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women are created equal, right? Well, I actually didn't say women part. I added that, but you understand the point. Because back in that period of time, men was the fellowship of men. It was men and women. It didn't, have the connotation.
Yeah, men as a whole.
Yeah, manhood or womanhood, all of the hood of, yeah. Sorry, but that's the thing. So I think you're 100% right, Tuggs, and I think Darian's on the right path. So you're like, I need to go. Shut up, culture.
No, you're fine. I'm just making sure we didn't have any Streamlabs donations.
Oh, hello,
donations, and we don't today.
Hey, do you guys also stream on Twitter?
No,
It's super easy. Really inconvenient.
Yeah, I've seen people. I think I've seen you pop up on once or twice. I do see people do it. We have not done it. I don't even. That would be a next girl thing, because she's got all the things where you can like stream all at once. And
do you Rumble me?
Extra Girl does. Yeah, I have my Twitch. I've stuck with my Twitch. I'm kind of old and set in my ways.
You're so
I know everybody's like, you should go to Kick and blah, blah, blah. But I've heard things about the Kick app. So I'm hesitant on that, just because I know there's a lot of people that like to say mobile and then like to go on the app and whatnot. So eventually I might switch over. But I have started streaming from my Twitch. Like I double stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So when I'm gaming, both. So
don't tell your guy about that.
Why?
Oh, just the way you said it, because of phrasing. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. He's asleep. He's ignoring me.
Oh no!
I know. Rude. It's fine.
Rude.
But yeah, no, he's it's been a long week.
Thanks for having me. I can't. Wow, I'm out of focus.
Popping in.
Yeah,
You're fine. No, we are going to wrap up though. So I am going to wrap up. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. We usually like to go 2 hours. So it's a little short. It's a little short, but that's okay. I'm so glad you came in, honestly.
I'm thrilled. And by the way, she understands short. She does wear heels. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 5'2". I have this trailer. I have a little step stool so that I can reach like.
Oh boy.
The fans.
Oh man, I wore my Bucky's hat for too long. Yeah.
I like your Bucky's hat. It's old school. Goodness. So
I gotta send you some of my merch too, girl. Come on.
Oh yeah, I know. I gotta get a freaking PO box. I will. I promise I'm gonna do it. We just got here. Jeez, I'm gonna get a new. I know. I gotta get a new PO box.
Hey.
I will let you all know when that happens. I promise.
I have something fun. Oh no, I went past it. Hang on. I have something I have to play. See if you recognize this, because we were on this stream together.
Oh God.
recognize this audio piece. Ready?
Let me see the penis.
Wait, play it again.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let me see the penis.
Whose voice is that? Is that Ryan?
Happy birthday, Ryan. Anyway,
I don't remember why he said that. What was that from?
I don't know, but it was the same time that I did the whole Blue Steel clip from with Drunk.
Yeah,
This is back in the days when we were all like, little
nobodies.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm still a little.
Me too, honestly. I think out of all of us, Jay and Ryan have like completely blown up.
You know what? I love both those dudes, so it's fine.
Yeah, they're doing great. We're proud of them. So
But I will always play that because moments in life, folks.
you know those cards, like those greeting cards where you can record a message?
I should do that. I should
Yeah.
send him.
You should send it to him.
every birthday, Christmas, Easter.
Every single one. It doesn't like it. Oh, it's Tuesday. Here's a greeting card.
I have a greeting. Oh no. I'm so evil.
I love that idea personally.
I'm gonna have to do some spiritual conversations with that one. I there's something bad. I need help.
I love it. I think it's a great idea.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So tell us how those. Oh, I'm echoing. Is that me? It might be.
No, it's probably me. I hate to
tell everybody in the chat who's not familiar with you. I don't think we have many, but just in case, where they can find you.
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Just look for this Culture Casino. I made it simple.
And
I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. I don't Twitch anymore. I've been very twitchy. I actually turned Twitch off because back in the day they didn't allow for dual streaming because they would be like, oh, it's our content. I'm like, well, eat a bag of socks. Okay.
It's our content, but you could save it and then re-upload it. So I was like, where does that make sense? But whatever.
It's fine.
They allow it now, so whatever.
Yeah, in the last month, but anyway.
Yeah.
No, so you can find me on Rumble, Odyssey, Minds, Getter, Twitter, and other places. Where I'm in a lot of places.
You're everywhere.
Yeah, and you can find me on other people's channels, often like That Park Place and Midnight's Edge in the Morning and WDW Pro and Valiant Renegade and Midnight's Edge After Dark. Sometimes I do karaoke over on CC Karaoke's channel and on my own channel. So check me out. Mostly here. Yeah.
Yay! And thank you so much for joining me this evening.
I was like, oh, she's all alone. Because you guys are like a guilty pleasure for us. Because like I'll be like, we'll do like a dinner and like a little wine. And we'll watch y'all. Because normally this is my night off, right? I mean, sometimes I'll go over and hang out with the Dicks Division guys, which we have to get.
Those
you gotta hang out with us dicks over on Comics Division.
Dicks. I think I've been on that. Well, they're Thursday.
Yeah. Oh no, with
Bravo. I've been on their Thursday show.
I'll have to book you again. I have to book you.
We had
there.
so much fun.
But you're mine on Friday afternoon.
Yes, Friday. You can catch me on Culture's channel on Friday at whatever time I'll be there. I don't even know anymore. 6 something, whatever. We're in Central Time now. I've got nothing for you. I'm like mathing. I'm like trying to do the math.
Yeah, dude, isn't the time changing thing stupid?
It's so well, and then we're 2 hours ahead of Vegas, but I'm only an hour behind X-Ray Girl, and X-Ray Girl schedules everything for her time, which is Eastern. So I'm like, okay, so normally we start, it's 9, which makes it, so that was 6 Vegas time. So that's 8 o'clock here. I'm like, I'm not smart enough in the math department for all this math. Golly.
Yeah, so. I agree. I mean, not that you're not smart enough, but that time's dumb.
No, it's awful. Time zones everywhere. And then I have a friend who lives in Hawaii. So now that I'm in Texas, she's 4 hours behind me. So it's 10 p.m. here, but it's 6 p.m. there.
Oh no! Are you sure it's only that many hours? Okay, wait.
It might be more. I don't know.
LA to Hawaii is 3 hours.
She's in Oahu. I know she was 3 hours from West Coast time, but I'm pretty sure now it's 4. I could be wrong now.
Try again. Central.
Is it 6? Oh my god. No, it's 6. Yeah. Hawaii, Oahu, 6 p.m.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be 10 years. So they're 4 hours behind us. I can't keep track anymore.
Okay, but when the clocks change again.
Oh yeah, the spring. Oh yeah, it'll be.
So yeah, I'm tired of that. Let's not do that anymore. I somebody help me. I want to stop this time changing.
Can we
thing.
just keep it now where we get the
Yeah,
extra hour, quote unquote, and like call it a day? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's dark o'clock already at retarded time, so it's fine.
Yeah, 5 hours in the spring. Oh my god, jeez Louise.
I know it's dumb.com. I'm just saying.
Oh my god, I can't.
I know, and like it's weird,
and it's so dark, so early. Well, winter, but it's weird. Weird.
All I know is that 750 years from now, they're going to be looking at this and going, wow, we really shouldn't have done this dumb time thingy because like now the sun is up at like, still up at 9 p.m. in the winter. So see, what a difference, 900 or 1000, 900 or 1,000 years makes. Wow. Sounds like I've had as much wine as,
as I did. Yeah. It's what it is. So, I also trying to find. Oh, you can find me here. I'm just going to leave this up. I'm also, what? Did X-Ray Girl, did she make it safely to Wisconsin? The last I talked to her, she had left Chicago town and had a Culver. She had a deep dish pizza.
It's a super short flight. It's like an hour from Chicago.
She drove.
She drove it?
Yeah. Yeah, she drove.
It's still not that far.
She said it was, hold on, wait. Let me the math here. Hold on.
Oh, God. Okay, this is the other problem. Ladies in math.
No math. Oh, God, it's awful. Time change. Wait, okay. I'm leaving the house at 6. It says 10.5 hours drive. From where she's at to wherever they're going for the meetup. Yeah. I'm assuming she made it. I just texted her, but last I heard she had Culver's and she was fine. That was a couple hours ago, so.
She eats a lot.
Well, she's got to get all this American food, She can't get it back home.
They don't live here yet. Wow, that was very
I know.
Sorry about that.
They need to move here. Everybody needs to come to Texas is really what it's
Well, so forgive me because we're going to Tennessee.
Oh no, that's just I like Tennessee. The only thing we actually talked about Tennessee, but there's tornadoes there, and I don't like that. So.
Well, Carrie almost talked me into like living where you are ish. So we were thinking about moving to Carriestown, and we were really close. We're still waffling, but I love Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee's great. I love Tennessee.
There's trees and water.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's really green here, which is shocking to me. But yeah, where we're at's green. And it's so nice. And we live like right by the Colorado River. It's so nice.
Green things, water.
Mm-hmm.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Yeah. And Tennessee is great. Their land is cheap out there. And yeah, I just was like, tornadoes or no tornadoes is really where we're at right now. And he's like, no tornadoes would be great. I'm like, okay, so Texas it is. The north end of Texas.
Just build a cement bunker.
I don't do tornadoes. They're unpredictable. Nobody knows what they're going to do. They're like a woman. You just never know which direction they're going to. I said it. Yeah, I said it out loud. Tornadoes are like women. That's not,
you're not wrong.
I don't know why. I don't know why all the hurricanes are named after women when they're much more predictable than a tornado is. Like, tornadoes should be named after women. Like, it should be Tornado Katrina or Tornado Irene or whatever, because we are a mess.
A tempest in a teapot. A tempest is always a woman. I'm going to send you one of these bottles.
Okay.
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 So get a box thing.
Get a box thing. I know. I need to. Listen, I've only been here for like 4 days. Okay, give me some slack.
4 days? It seems like longer than that.
No, not really. I think it'll be a week Friday, but still.
So 4 days. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have you booked.
Mm-hmm.
Have you booked on Friday?
Yes, Friday.
I'm going to book X-Ray Girl.
Friday at 6:30.
I'm going to book her too. I'm going to book everybody. to get you
Do
all.
The
I feel
problem
like-
with Extra Girl on a Friday is
I don't
if
care.
Friday Night Tights goes late, like you're in trouble.
It'll be fine. I'll call Gary and say, Gary, you need to end
You're
on
my
that.
girl, Gary. Jeez.
Release the hounds, dude.
Let her talk, for the love of God.
I will. That's the whole point of the stream. Like, I'm gonna be quiet. I'd be like, hey, Tuggs, what do you think about this? And then I'm gonna go,
Mm. Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna Sigmund Freud your booty. I mean,
Oh my
wow, that was not the right way to say that. Oh,
Now who's making inappropriate statements? Mm-hmm.
well, it's okay. The boss didn't throw a shoe at me yet, so I'm fine.
Is in the West? No, I've never seen a tornado in my life. It's the South, like that South, mid-South.
In the
area.
Midwest, yeah, the
Yeah,
South
the
and the
Midwest.
Midwest, yeah, or any place that has a trailer park.
Yeah. But like it runs through, so like Alabama, Tennessee, Kansas,
Oklahoma,
and then like parts of Texas up there, and then that's all. It's like a belt, and we don't.
Yeah,
do
like
tornadoes.
what's really weird is that like the hurricane can turn into tornado, which is
No, that sounds terrible.
Jay understands Florida, so do I. Hurricane parties are a thing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Florida cracks me up. That was the other state. I was like, I would like to live in Texas or Florida. And Duke was like, do we really want to deal with hurricanes? I'm like, I mean, not really. Although from what I've seen, it's not that big of a deal. So it's just kind of like, well, if we can find the right spot, just in general, job wise and all that. And that didn't work out. So then it was like Texas or Tennessee. And I was like, do you want to deal with tornadoes and like bugs the size of your freaking face? And he's like, no.
Calm down. Texas is equally bad. Palmetto bugs are like, roaches in Texas. You wait. You're going to see something big and you're going to be like, what the flip is that?
I was here for a whole 5 minutes and I had to scoop a spider out of the trailer and throw him outside. And he was little though. He was a little guy though. So it was fine.
All right. All right, Tuggs. I'll let you go now. I'm sorry I dominated your show for an hour. I apologize.
No, I appreciate it. Honestly, I appreciate the backup. And it was a great show. And I think that we'll have an even better conversation on Friday.
I feel like I'm Torquemada and I've tortured you into this submission.
You never torture me into anything. But we are going to sign off there. It's getting late. Not for the West Coast people, but for us mid.
West Side. Wait, I didn't do that right. West Side. Okay, sorry.
Now we're banned. For gang signs. No, it's fine. It's fine. I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. Make sure you bombard Extra Girl with notifications on whether or not she's alive. She's not texting me back. Oh no, she did lie. Let's see. Is she alive? I'm drinking wine with Melissa. She's good. We made it.
Great.
She's getting schmammered as we should.
Tell her to tell Mel hi.
I will. Everybody
Okay.
go send love.
I actually should just text her myself.
Did you?
No, I should.
You should. Yeah.
I know.
I heard you were with a certain ex-wingle. Yeah. Snitch me out.
Yeah, man. We all have to get together. The Dallas meetup is going to have to be big. You got to go. So.
Yeah, next year. I'm planning on it. I should be able to go to the Dallas meetup. The Vegas meetup will be 50-50, but the Dallas one I should be able to go.
We'll try to get a block of rooms for everybody so that you're not like spending legs and arms to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
That includes you guys out there. I mean, we're going to try to set up a hotline to make that happen. So yeah.
That'd be fun. Those of you who last year.
I know. By
Dallas
the way, that was
crazy.
It was super fun.
Yeah, Dallas is great. I didn't get to go this year, but I went last year and I carried Max's.
Stop talking. We gotta go. 30 seconds.
Oh yeah. Okay, right. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna sign off now. You all have a wonderful night. Thank you, Culture. Everybody go follow Culture, and I will be on his show Friday, 6:30 p.m. Yes, for the love of God, I'm gonna remember that. I swear.
I think it's 5:30, but okay.
If it's 4:30 West Coast time,
it's 5:30 your time.
No, it's 6:30 my time.
Okay, just go.
Okay, bye.
You